Oh my god. Don't you know that I'm unemployed? So originally I had recorded this vlog when I just became unemployed, like maybe a day or two before I became officially unemployed. But hey, welcome to my unemployment vlog where I don't really know what exactly is going on because I was just like, hey, I might as well just film the things I'm doing because I won't have a job in a while because the current economic recession that we're about to go to, and this is like, what is it, the third one that I've gone through? I don't even know. I was like in elementary, high school, middle school through most of it, and now it's still going on. And it's like, can we please get a better system to where like I don't have to deal with layoffs or the potential of me not being employed? That'd be very nice, please. Thank you. So how did I get here, you may wonder? That's simple. My company just couldn't renew my contract or hire me. So that's been weird to go through. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. First thing I wanted to do during my unemployment was to find my goddamn Apple Pen. I turned my room upside down because I don't want to walk into an Apple store and spend $130 on a goddamn Apple Pencil again. Cause like the last time I did that, I couldn't find my Apple Pen for like 12 hours and I was freaking out, and I'm just like, oh my god, now I'm gonna have to go spend $130 on an Apple Pen, and this was when I had a job. So I went in, bought an Apple Pen, and guess where I found my old Apple Pen? On the goddamn bed. Do you know how embarrassing it is to go back to the Apple store to be like, hey, can I return this? And I'm like a naturally anxious person. And the Apple guy was just like, oh yeah, sure. Was there anything wrong with it? And I was just like, it's no, it's fine. I couldn't find my Apple Pen for pencil for a while, and so I gave up and I bought it and I found it on my bed. And he's just like, oh yeah, no, it's cool. It's just a meme. It's so interesting just going to Apple every time because it's like they cosplay casual even though their stuff is so freaking expensive, but that's beside the point. And so turn my room upside down I did. And I was able to find like really cool things that I thought that I had lost, like my old college Cintiq pen, some smart outlets, and this RJ bag that I had thought that I had lost in the abyss, but it was just in the creak of my bed and a bookshelf, which is great. I didn't have to rebuy that, nor could I, because I have way too many tote bags. But you know what I couldn't find? I couldn't find my Apple Pencil. Yeah. And so after spending 6 hours searching and starting to question my life, because I literally turned every corner of my room this time. I checked the bed twice. I checked the corner of my beds. I cleaned out every area of my room, found things that I didn't find as I noted before. And at like 3 in the morning, after like over 6 hours, obviously I was just like, can't do this anymore. I'm just gonna cut my losses. It's been missing for like a month. And it hurts spending like a lot of money, but it's like, what can I do? Luckily, it was on sale for like $40 off, meaning that Apple was probably gonna release like the Apple Pen Generation 3, but like I don't need an Apple Pen Generation 3, I just need Apple Pen Generation 2. Wasn't going with Apple Pen Generation 1 because I don't want a little like iPad, because the way you charge it is so, why does Apple do that with like the items that you have to charge that isn't their gosh darn phone? I don't understand. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. Another thing that happened while I'm currently unemployed, that has been happening, but now at a more constant rate, is that I started exercising more and aggressively. I don't really like recording myself at the gym exercising because, like, quite frankly, I'm in my sweatiest and the gym is always full. So there's a clip, so I just have like clips of me reading on the treadmill because I'm not like the other girls, but I found the life hack to go to the gym. And it's not like, oh, you have to find motivation to go to the gym. It's you have to trick your brain to go to the gym because, like, I have no motivation to just walk in place for an hour. What I did find was that I do have motivation to read manga. in one place for an hour. And so I just, before I became unemployed, I bought like a bunch of manga to read. Like Ouran High School Host Club, I had like the Haikyuu manga, all of it after the anime ended. I want to collect them more, but I have to wait until I have a job to do that, because finding a job is kind of important right now. And the only reason why I found this out was because I was reading a comic for work, and when I looked at the time of me being on the machine, because at that time I had my heart broken, the time was a lot faster than I expected. I'm just like, did time just skip? That's insane. Like, I was totally like amazed by it. And so ever since then, I just started reading. It started with like just basic comics on your phone, and then it became like me borrowing Chainsaw Man on my brother's Kindle. But then I didn't want to bring like my iPad to the gym, so I started bringing like the mangas that I kept in my room for so many years, that I just couldn't read because I didn't have time to read, and that helped out significantly. So if anything, this has helped me with going back to the gym and getting back into manga. So in short, reading manga has literally helped me with my health. So being a weeb is literally helping me get fit. Can you tell by how chubby I am? Look at this non-existent jawline. We love that. And also, like, gym bros are really nice. Like, I had misjudged gym bros so much, but they're just really nice himbos, and they'll congratulate you for being consistent because they see you at the gym all the time, or they won't make eye contact with you because like they know they're gonna see you at the gym and they don't want to make things weird. Like, I really appreciate that. The third thing that I did while I was unemployed was actually paint. In case you don't know, hi, I have an art degree, and I'm also eating chocolate right now because like I can't control myself. So my first item to work on was this painting of V that I've had since like December, after I'd finished my gin painting. And like I've literally been staring at this painting for like 3 months, and like I was just, it's been on and off and a bother and a struggle bus. But I was finally at the painting food part, which is like super exciting. And originally I was going to paint the food that V had in the original like Twitter photo. I made some adjustments with the Twitter photo, by the way, but it just didn't make any logical sense to me, and I didn't want to figure out how to paint ice. So I was just like, all right, well, and at the time I was reading Fruits Basket, and this is kind of a spoiler of Fruits Basket, but not really, because it's not really a plot spoiler, where she was playing Cinderella in Cinderella-ish, and the prince guy was just like, oi, don't you want to be like with me, the prince? And she's just like, absolutely not, I want yakiniku, and I want to have a yakiniku shop with my stepsister Toru, because she's like the sweetest of all time, and she ends up having a yakiniku shop in the Cinderella-ish play. So that made me really want yakiniku, and I had that before I was unemployed because yakiniku is so expensive. So I'm painting V, drinking his Coke, eating yakiniku. Hi, hello. I don't know if you can hear me well, but I am tired of looking at this painting, and my friend on TikTok said, hey, you should try to hide this so you can just not look at it all the time. And I'm like, you know what? You are absolutely right. So I'm just gonna work on another painting. I've had this like canvas for years. At first, like when I first bought it, like in 2019, probably because I remember buying it without a mask, I was planning on doing like a lo-fi kind of like theme for it, like have like lo-fi girl here and then like just a bunch of stuff. But then I realized I hate painting a lot of things. Like I just really like painting portraits, so I'm just gonna paint a different picture of a person and just stop with the lo-fi imagery. I'm slowly, ever since being jobless, I've been trying to like use all of the resources that are in my room to like create what I want, and I realize like how kind of not resourceful I've been the past few years, because when I had the paying job or a job in general, I would buy things like an extra and be like, okay, well this is for so I don't have to go again, but I would still go again because I liked going to buy art supplies. But now that I'm unemployed, I really don't want to go and buy more art supplies because I have a limited amount of funds that I don't know when I'm going to have an income again, which is weird to think about because I've never been without a job for a long period of time. I am pretty close to the camera. Has it been anxious feeling? Yes, absolutely, just not having a job. But also, as I'm doing this whole job search thing, it kind of like made me question a lot of things. For example, like, how do I move on? Hold on, let me just fix the lighting really quick. It's still gonna look bad, isn't it? Okay. Genuinely asking, like, I don't know how to move on from my last job because, like, the last job, like, the company that I was with obviously had like problems. Every company has like some ick that you have with it. I feel like that's with any company. Like, realistically, wherever you work, you're not going to be like 100% satisfied with it. But I had a great team. I enjoyed what I was doing. Every project I had, or most of them, it felt like, oh, I'm working on someone's dream. Like, it felt really cool to be able to like touch it and kind of like work with them. I don't know, I wish that my last job would have been able to hire me because I would have just stayed with them, because, like, again, it's really hard to find a really good team that you mesh well with, that you enjoy the project that are given to you. And I'm sorry if I'm stuttering, it's also like 2:30 in the morning, and also post-COVID I've been stuttering more because lack of social interaction, but I'm trying to fix it. I do. And also, like, my last job was also kind of like a really cool job, and like even to strangers I'd be like, oh well, I work here, and depending on who they were, like if they read comics or not, they'd be like, holy shit, you work there. And now I'm just like, am I gonna get any satisfaction from like doing that anymore? I don't know. It's just one of those things that I think about. Anyways, I'm gonna paint this canvas like this reddish color, and then I'm gonna paint because it's 2:30 in the morning and I fucked up my sleep schedule and I need to stay up all day today because later I'm gonna go hiking with friends, and I'm trying to figure everything out. Being unemployed is really weird. My bangs never look good ever because I cut them myself, and I know my aunt cringes every time I cut them myself. So there's a small art store, or a small business art store, that like does wholesale. It's a lot cheaper than Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or any of the big name craft store because they sell it at like wholesale prices. Also, it's a small business, so I tend to support them more, especially since they're cheaper than Hobby Lobby and Michael's, just by a couple dollars. So if you do like, you need to buy in bulk, this is the perfect place to go. Anyways, first of all, I got a ruler because I can never find any of my goddamn rulers that I bought in college, and they're always hard to find, and you can never find them when you need them. A big tube of white paint because you can never have enough white paint, and I'm pretty sure I already have a lot of white paint, and I should probably buy like a big jug from Hobby Lobby of white paint, but I don't want to go to Hobby Lobby because they're gross. Gum Butcher Red, because I didn't realize that the olive red that I normally get is more pink tone, and so I need a more red tone, and I didn't realize the difference until I was like trying to paint this guy, and I was just like, why is he not turning out orange? Why is he only turning out pink or a light tone of pink? And it's because you need like this tone red, like a different tone of red. Painting is weird, guys. And then I also brought processed magenta. I do have a different magenta that I have from the Liquitex Basic, but I always go for this magenta because it's like a different magenta. It's more of like a red printer magenta, if that makes any sense. So here we go. General's Gum Eraser. The reason why I got this eraser instead of using my normal white eraser is because this is a little bit more rugged, more texture wise, so if I have color pencil on the painting, it's a lot easier to erase because it's more rough on it. So yeah, that is how it is. And if you're asking how I feel today, I woke up to a rejection letter, which honestly, I'm not that sad about it. It's a job rejection letter, by the way, because I didn't expect to get the job because it's a small business, small company, And they were really nice with the rejection letter too, because I feel like small businesses tend to be more kinder in rejection letters because they don't have like a billion candidates to go through. It was pretty much, hey, thank you for applying to our company. Although your background and your illustrations are impressive, we decided to go with other candidates that are more impressive, but if there are any other job openings, please apply to us. And honestly, I wasn't that sad about it. It was more of like a realization of like, this is not the first company that's ever said, hey, like, we want to let you know your illustrations are amazing, even though the job literally had nothing to do with illustrations in any way whatsoever. I'm currently enjoying my unemployment. Like, this isn't just me saying it, I really am enjoying it because I'm painting things and like I'm able to create art that I haven't been able to do in so long. It's just, I would like to get paid, and although many people would probably take this as a sign of like, you should just go into illustrations, I like having a 9 to 5. I like being able to pay for my art supplies. And I've also, like, again, as I've probably said beginning of this video, I haven't been unemployed without like another job on hand before. So this is weird, but I'm still enjoying it because I'm trying to like enjoy my time doing things that I haven't been able to do. It's just very weird and I'm not used to that. I'm gonna finish painting this thing. It's for my friend that like we literally met a few weeks ago and we accidentally hang out too much because same friend group, and she's really cool. So I'm gonna finish painting this for her because it's the first time we met was actually, it was for D&D, but the second time we met we watched Puss in Boots together and it was just really cool. It was really fun. Anyways, yeah, that's enough of me talking and being emotional. Am I being emotional though? I think this is a valid feeling of being unemployed. Okay, so let me correct that. I was enjoying my unemployment because I was like, oh, I could be unemployed and like live on my savings for a few months. But then Suga, aka Augusti Duponsege, how does that lyric go? I probably said it wrong. Decided to drop tour dates. And it being his first US tour, seriously, I can't yell right now because my family is home and I don't want them to open the door to my room. So the job search has gotten a little bit more intense, but I think I can still live off of my savings. I'm just a little stressed right now. Anyways, I finished painting this other painting. Yeah. So let's do like end notes really quick. I would like to have a job. Being unemployed is both a blessing and a curse because I've never been without a job. Like, I've always had something else lined up before I quit my job. So being without a job is kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of my state of mind right now, honestly. I would like a job, please. If anyone can give me a job. A part of me wants to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna just go with my illustrations and like try to make a name for myself in illustration. But honestly, I really do like having a 9 to 5. So if anyone would like to give me like a job in tech that's like they want to give me benefits too, that'd be really, really great. Thanks. All right, that's it for the video. I'm tired of talking, so I'll see you later. Bye.